any plays. All right, let's see. All right, how you doing, Index?
Hey, apparently no one can hear you.
What?
Yeah,
That whole time?
that whole fucking time.
All right. Well, you guys saw
Awesome.
you guys saw the you saw the here. What I'll
I'm
do
still
is
hearing the music.
no, you're not. That's in your head.
I swear to fucking God, I'm still hearing the music.
Is anybody else hearing music?
I don't know.
All right. So what I was explaining on the AlphaX chart was that I'm really looking for that 69,000 to 69.3. There's a lot of confluence there for me. I've
I'm the
got
only one getting the music.
I've got
What the
I've
fuck?
got the fib level, which is the 0.236, which to me is the pivot point. Um, I've got some volume levels that are significant. I've got some market structure issues. So if
I don't.
if
I don't think you're screen sharing anymore.
I'm not, I mean, I think we can go back. I'll try to fix it and do a new video. But actually, you know what? I'll add. You know what? We might as well do it. Let's see. Screen
All right, well, this
share.
this this music's getting on my fucking nerves.
Uh, well, I can't. I guess I can't go because you're screen sharing. But at the end of the day, you can go back and look at it. I mean, you draw the fib levels from top to bottom or bottom to top. The 236 is your confirmation of a pivot, and look for a bigger move to the golden pocket. And right now, Bitcoin's either going to close above 69K or below 69K. And I think if we accept below, we're going to go lower. And I'm really looking more towards like 63K. And if we close above, I'm going to add to my longs. And still looking at Sui, still looking at Sol. I kind of like Doge. I think I'm going to be looking for a long entry on that. And I want some Bitcoin exposure if we're going to go break above 75K. So those are kind of the four things that I'm really looking at right now. And if you go back, you can see that you can set up your orders to show up on the chart, and it lets you modify your orders and cancel your orders right from the chart on AlphaX. It lets you do all your drawings and all your indicators, and it's just a really clean, easy to use, especially if you have experience with TradingView. But yeah, uh, I'm almost at 6K for my challenge. What are you at? Oh, you're muted.
That's what I told you. I haven't even started because I was planning on doing it live. So I mean, you can see on the screen. It's screen sharing right now. I'm at 5,000 on the dot.
Nice.
I
Um,
keep seeing all these opportunities. I'm like, shit. Like I really want to
so,
trade it.
how crazy is it that you have a crypto exchange? Oh, it was started by Americans, moved overseas, and now is being sued by the federal government.
Well, I mean, I think this whole situation's kind of funny. They're basically doing the same thing that every other exchange is doing, but since they trade a very high volume is the reason why they got on, you know, the government's fucking radar. Dude, that
What's
music's
cra-
driving me insane.
it's it's crazy because they had 2 billion in outflows and withdrawals, and to me, it's like if you have money on Kucoin right now, whether it's legitimate or not, you really want to consider switching exchanges because you just don't know what that's going to do and how that's going to play out
Right.
um, in the long run. But yeah, if you comment with your AlphaX UID, well, you'll be entered into a raffle. We've got 3 more $20 trial funds uh, that we're going to raffle off at the end of the screen stream. what trades are you looking to get into? You want to go over like kind of like your scalping strategy?
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I was still kind of looking at this Kucoin stuff. Basically, if you look into the details of it, really all it's been is that the reason for it is because they weren't KYCing, all the accounts. So, which is something that only a few, exchanges require, which is what Coinbase and Crypto.com. And like again, like I said, because since they trade at a higher volume than a lot of exchanges, they're one of those top exchanges. They're on their radar, so it's only a matter of time for the next one down the list. They get some type of lawsuit.
Which
So I think
is
it's kind of funny.
it's it's crazy that they do that much volume because like I remember trading on KuCoin and they had certain spot coins that you could only really trade on KuCoin, but their futures platform was horrendous and
Yeah,
their liquidity was horrendous and it was not a easy platform to use by any means. So I think for a while they were just the only ones that US users could use. And so people were kind of trading there for lack of a better choice, but it really wasn't set up in a way that was conducive to trade futures.
right.
But if the federal government's going to start cracking down, then they're going to start cracking down. I was a little surprised that Bitcoin didn't drop a little more earlier. Um, and so I was surprised that it hasn't bounced back because it seems like it's holding up pretty well considering
Right.
all the stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more news from KuCoin if they're unable to handle the outflows and withdrawals.
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat in the Discord, asking what people want me to look at. What's moving? What's something that we
There's
can
a
scalp?
there's a let's see.
I think it's so funny that I'm still hearing this music. It's getting on my
that's
nerves.
very that's I'm not even sure what to like how to change it.
But
I think
it's not. It's not playing on the stream.
no, it is not playing on. You're definitely the only one hearing it.
Yeah,
Do you want to log off and log back in?
yeah. Let's try that. I'll
All
try
right,
that
I'm
real
gonna.
quick.
Okay, and then while we wait, uh, when you set up your AlphaX account, you become eligible for the hot giveaways, which is spins based on volume, and then you're eligible for uh, airdrop promotion that they're running. There's 10 days left on it, and the way it works is they're going to airdrop $5,000 worth of tokens, and you get a higher percentage depending on how much volume you trade. So it'll be the more you trade, the more percentage of that airdrop you get. Did it get fixed?
No, I can still hear it. It's fucking retarded.
Oh
What
god!
the fuck?
All right, let me show
Oh wait,
you.
I can't hear it anymore. Did you
You
do
can't hear
something?
me? Wait,
Nope. Start it again.
now it started again.
Yeah. The
Can you hear it
fuck?
now?
Yeah. It stopped for like 30 seconds.
I think it's. I think you're. Uh, I think it's in your head, man.
I think I'm losing it.
Yeah. All right.
Could
So
be.
let's see. All right. So that's mine. And I was just gonna run through while you look at some other stuff. Run through. So this airdrop reward is over here on the bottom left, and you can collect boosts, and you can see the leaderboard. Whoa, this guy
Are you
traded.
Are you trying to screen share right now?
Yeah, can you see? Can you see my screen? Can you see the
Nope.
guy that he
Oh
traded?
wait,
Like,
nope. That's still mine.
no. Ah, all right, never mind. I guess it only lets us screen.
Technical difficulties, people.
It only lets us screen share one at a time. But yeah, one of the guys from Crypto Value traded like 22 million on AlphaX today. So
Nice.
he moved into first, and the airdrops
Well,
he'll
why don't you
get
screen share so we can see it?
a decent chunk. Well, just go on your screen, go to the see on the left that bottom icon that's kind of like the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
click on
that.
that.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you
Just so
go.
everyone knows, I don't ever trade on PC. I'm always trading on my phone, so this is like new for me. What's the code I'm putting in?
We need to get you whitelisted. I think it just does it automatically. Uh,
Yeah, you think I would be?
just click on the get whitelisted without putting a code.
Won't let me.
No. All right. Let
Awesome.
me give you. I'll give you
Won't
my
you-
code
Will it
if
work?
I can find it. I think so.
Is it like the invite code?
I don't think so. So
Okay.
the letter Q, Z is in zebra, J J, V is in Valentine, and D is in
D.
day.
D's and day. Okay.
So if you go underneath that like purple pink thing, you go to leaderboard and it shows kind of where people are at.
0. Awesome.
Yeah.
I
But
haven't even. Yeah.
that's the one where they're gonna airdrop the $5,000 worth of tokens to
Yeah.
the people that are on that list.
This is gonna drive me crazy. This entire stream is hearing this fucking music. I'm gonna keep getting on my nerves.
All right. So, does anybody have any coins or any tokens that they want us to look at and chart and see if we can get some trades? I think.
Yeah, some of them have been in the Discord chat
Oh, they
asking
have.
for us. Yeah,
Honestly, I think if I think Sui is just gonna keep going.
think so.
I'm like, I, it's so strong. Short of if Bitcoin holds
Oh,
69,
see, yeah, see,
I
I'm
I
liking
think
that.
it's
I
gonna
want to get in
fly.
it right now.
There you go.
Yeah, might as well. See what
And
happens.
then so you can see he instantly
Fucker.
goes to max leverage, um, which on Sui it's 125x on all of them.
What I
And
love
for
about
those
it.
of you that are new, we've got uh, no KYC. You don't. There's no location restrictions. You can trade 125x on any of the coins. The thing is to just understand whether you're trading the isolated margin or the cross margin. So to me, I think if you're going to trade 125x, you almost have to do cross margin because you need to give yourself a bit of a buffer. But if your invalidation is really tight, you can just hit that 125x, and it moves really really fast on some of these
Hey,
coins.
let's do something fun. I think I'm gonna short it real quick. Take a quick scalp. Just gotta wait
You're,
for the right moment.
I like it. You're gonna short the strongest coin
Yes.
of this move.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, I am.
we've had trades before where we're on completely opposite sides, but we both end up green.
All that
And
matters.
and at the end of the day, yeah, it's just one of those things where you have to stick to your plan and make sure that you understand your invalidations for your trade. Um,
See, this is part of what I do. I'll sit here, like I try to use higher time frames, to find the trades I'm looking for. But when I'm trying to find just the perfect entry, I'm paying attention to the volume and I'm paying attention to the price movement, on the 1 minute. Most people can't handle trading on the 1 minute because they get scared. But that's basically what I'm doing. I'm seeing how high and fast the price is moving and how much volume's coming in. Because when you start seeing volume, a lot of volume, but it wicking down normally means that it's ready for a little bit of a pullback.
and I think people they get too emotional when they're trading on the 1 minute. Like
Yeah.
you can go in and I like zooming in to find that. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're trading 125x, you have to zoom in to get that entry. Because otherwise you're just gonna give up too much room on the entry. The other thing that's really cool is that the AlphaX platform lets you really easily shift between limit orders and market orders, and then you can on the chart you can slide the limit order up or down to chase the move a little bit. Now, if you're scalping, you probably want a market order anyway, but there is a change, a significant difference in terms of the fees associated with marketing in versus doing a limit order. So if you're
Let's do
trading
it.
with size and you're not looking for a
Oh,
very
shit.
small move, you definitely
Forgot to
want
put in
to.
a dollar amount. So I've missed out on a little bit. Oh, man, that's moving fast.
I told you.
Damn it. I should have been in right about here, is where I went to hit the, short.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Oh, well.
Well, I think at the end of the day, there's always going to be a little bit of getting used to each different platform.
Yeah. I got to get used to trading this on PC. Come on, you fucker. I don't think I'm on cross margin. I'm pretty sure I'm on isolated.
So
And I
if you
keep
go to
feeling like I'm talking loud because all I hear is music playing in my ears.
if you go up to the top, those three dots on the top right,
Yeah. I'm in
it does that.
isolated.
Yeah.
See if we get liquidated on our first live trade.
So isolated is going to be the default, and then if you want to trade cross, you have to trade it.
Yeah, see all this volume right here? Feel like it's ready to come back a little bit. And now we sit and wait. Ooh, look at that.
So at the end of the day, I can't see. Oh, you're only down 40%.
Yeah. I literally could have scalped this one candle here if I would have got in at the entry I wanted, but it wouldn't have been much. It would have maybe been like 20%.
Those little ones add up.
Oh, yep, got liquidated. It's gone.
I should have longed, but then it would have been
You
like
should
one of
have.
those like people get in trouble for counter trading, and I could see like people coming up and being like, "You guys were counter trading." I'm like, "No, I've been long Sui for like a week."
Yeah. I just wanted to take a quick scalp, and I still feel like it's going to come down. I just didn't have a good entry.
So
I guess that's something I should say too. One of the points I should make is that when I'm doing full like max leverage scalping, like you pretty much it's either you bank or you liquidate. You know, you can't really use stop losses when you're trading at such a high leverage. So I only enter in with as much margin as I'm willing to lose.
yeah, I think
I
when you're
keep fucking
trading,
stuttering because this music is getting on my nerves.
when you're trading like that, you kind of have to be willing to lose that.
Yeah. About to do it again. What is Mandy blowing us up about? I'm a little busy, Mandy. Yep, should have entered. Watch.
It's barely moved.
Yeah, but watch. Watch. Just watch. It's going to happen. Or it's not. And I'm going to be wrong.
I'm trying to look at. I only have $10. $10.
You only have $10?
I only have $10 in margin left on my Sui long, but
okay.
if I add back in, it's going to average me way up. And I'm currently up 424% on the $10. So I kind of want to keep it. I have a target of 2.44 on Sui.
Gotcha.
So is the next target. I think Assman was like thinking it could go to 9, which is. I mean,
Alex,
I'm not saying.
Alex said he just lost his life savings on my scalp. So that means he probably lost like $3.
Do you feel bad now?
Not at all. I don't feel even the slightest bit of remorse. I didn't promise this shit was going to work. Oh, it was $4. Okay, Alex had $4.
Yeah.
Look, watch. It's about to drop.
Yeah. Well, I've been playing with the limit orders and like chasing it down, and
Hey, look what it's doing.
when you're trading like in the 125x, you can chase it and get filled.
That's what a bad entry will do to you right there. See how it's starting to drop? You know what? With this live streaming, the fact that there's a delay doesn't really work for people to follow my trades. So maybe if they did enter from the delay, they're doing fine. See, that would have been a decent scalp right there.
Yeah, for everybody that's watching, even though it says live, there's
that would have been like
7-second
150%. That would have been 150% on 125x. Bet you on that one candle, and it's probably going to keep going. Just my luck. I blame the music and the conversation going on in Lark and the constant music and the constant ding, ding notifications.
Those are your notifications, though.
I know, but the music isn't. I blame you for the music.
I understand there's copyright stuff. Like, I didn't want us to get canceled on our second stream.
Well, I get that, but the music's supposed to stop for everyone, not only play for me.
Yeah,
look at that. Still going down. We'd be at like 200% right now.
Are you absolutely sure
that it's playing music? Yes. I haven't lost my mind. It's not in my head. I mean, it's playing in my head through these earbuds. It's driving me nuts.
Which earbuds do you have?
These are the Razer Hammerhead Pros. It's they're like gaming earbuds because they're made to. There's like zero delay. Like you can Bluetooth them to anything, but it has a dongle that you pop into your USB port, and to where it's a high speed connects through high speed Wi-Fi instead of Bluetooth. So like I get no delay from when I'm playing games.
So I damaged my AirPods and I went to
Dude, this
Best
is pissing. Okay, and this is pissing me off on how it's dropping.
Well, I
Because
mean,
I got in like here. You can see it on my screen, like right around here, I think it was. I don't remember. And I got liquidated here. So that's 100% there. So imagine from here, that would be 100%. 200, like we'd probably be at 300% now. So I hope
uh,
somebody took the fucking trade. But it's not a trade you want to stay in long because I do think Sui's going to keep going up. I just thought it was an opportunity for a quick scalp.
yeah. So I think if you look at the SUI Bitcoin chart, it's just like it's so strong. Now, somebody posted about Matic, and I
Oh,
looked at it and
what
was
happened?
like, that was a short that I would have maybe
Music stopped.
considered.
Oh, it's
The
back
music
again.
stuff. Okay, that's definitely a you thing.
Oh, I know. I know it's a me thing, but the question is why? Like I can hit the mute button, but then I can't hear you anymore.
Right.
Might be worth it. See you, bye. I just muted you. I can't hear you anymore.
So here, let me do this. I'm gonna turn the music on for everyone so they can hear what you are hearing, and then I'll turn it off again.
Say what?
I'm sharing the music with everyone.
Oh yeah,
Now,
yeah. Please do so they can all see the shit I'm dealing with.
now everybody can hear it.
It's bad.
I'll turn the volume down.
Like it's not horrible, but like hearing it over and over and
Yeah.
over again.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
I stopped it now. I wasn't gonna put everybody else through that.
Well, mine stopped now too. So what the fuck?
Well, there you go. So I fixed it. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Golly.
It's too funny. Yeah.
So yeah,
So
so that short would have worked out great. Yeah, would have.
so I
But
think
now would be the time that I'd probably be looking to go long again.
so. I think the reason you needed the invite to get whitelisted onto the airdrop event was because you set up your account without using the fancy airdrop link. So if folks are having trouble getting into the airdrop event, we'll share the code to so that you can get whitelisted and you can get free stuff. And I'm going to post the link shortly in the comments so that if you haven't set up an account and you want to automatically be enrolled in the airdrops, you can just set it up with that account and you get both the hot giveaway rewards spinner and the airdrop whitelist. The spinner rewards are sent out every Wednesday. The airdrop rewards will be sent out after the conclusion of the event, which is in 10 days.
I meant to enter in like about 30 seconds ago and I didn't, but I'm in now. Let's see what this long does. See if I get double fucked.
This is definitely not going to be kid safe.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, do I need to try and censor myself? Or like we gonna get like censored on YouTube? I can't help
I've always put not kid friendly. Maybe because I
it.
think that kids shouldn't be gambling.
Yeah, I mean, this
But
really isn't for kids.
right. So I've always said like not kid friendly. Um,
Oh, great.
but if I did click on kid friendly, we'd probably get booted. I think
It doesn't like me
the
today.
equity market is ripping. ES just moved up.
What the?
almost 20 points in an hour. Uh, damn. After it took me out of my lung.
Oh,
Um,
so I got liquidated again. It's fucking awesome. Should have stayed
yeah.
short.
For the record, I do not recommend trading 125x on all these coins.
It's just so much fun.
It is fun. It is a lot of fun. And when it goes your way, it's like you definitely get those endorphins. It's quite nice. Let's see. If anybody has any questions on trading or the
Try short
platform
again.
or any chart requests, you can either share it in the ask in the comments on YouTube, or you can just join the free Discord and ask us there. The Discord is great for chatting and learning and getting your questions answered, and just being able to scroll through and learn from other people, because we do have a bunch. God damn it. ES just is up another 6 points.
Is it? Oh man.
That makes me sad. I think that positive flow will help Bitcoin stay up,
Yeah.
but the fact that it's lagging right now when equities are moving up, there's definitely something
Look, I'm
iffy
green.
with
Oh,
tech.
red. I am
Wait,
gonna
so
have to trade. I'm gonna have to trade this count sometimes not live because trying to do it like during a certain time frame when things aren't exactly like looking great, you know,
well,
may
what I
not work.
figured is whatever trade I take is going to be a trade idea that I either share. So like if Bitcoin goes to 63 and I long Sui and Sol, I've shared that trade idea.
Right.
So all the trades that I'm taking in the challenge, I'm actively trying to share either during the stream or in the Discord. And I actually, when I entered Sui over the weekend, that was a level that that Wentz and I had talked about. So I shared
So,
it in the Discord. So if you're scalping, it's a lot easier to just kind of get in and out. If you want stuff that you're going to hold and maybe have a little bit less stress, like my Sui trade is up 440%, and it's on 15x.
how cool would it be if it came back down to $2? I would make $3 grand on that trade. But nope, it's wanting to stick the dick to me. And you know my rule: 3 red trades, I'm done.
Is that your rule?
Yeah, if I have 3 red trades, I'm done for the day.
Wait, was that three?
This will be my third if it gets liquidated.
Are you long or short?
I am
You're short.
short. I am short. I'm still feeling okay about it though. Especially when it's 3 red trades on the same coin. That's not good.
Yeah,
It's like it's not. It's just not working with me today.
so I don't like having certain indicators on my chart on the exchanges. Like my most of my charting is on the trading view. So the way I set up my chart on AlphaX has the Bollinger Bands, and I find that like it helps me not just fight a strong trend, because sometimes you enter something and you just mistime it and you really do want to get back in and you can make back your loss and then some. And sometimes you're just beating your head up against the wall. Like here, it really does look like Sui's going to pull back a bit to that either like 2.08 to 2.04 level. Um,
I just put this TP just in case. But it would be nice. It would definitely make back what more than make back what I lost. Right now, I'm down 1,000.
I mean,
Lost
ES is now
$1,000 in like 5 minutes.
ES just hit 53,000, 5,300. So the fact that Bitcoin is lagging is not the greatest of indicators, but
Right.
I still have a hard time going short. But you should be nice and green now.
Yeah. Up 30%. But I got. Well, that's one of the other things too, is that you can't dwell on the losses. There's nothing you can do about it. So all you can do is just look towards the next trade or the current one. I can't sit here and think like, oh my god, I got to make 200% on this to make back the money that I lost. That
I
money's already
was
gone. Fuck it.
I was there's a book, a trading book, and the guy has a story about getting an email from a trader asking him to look at a chart. And so he looks at the chart and emails the guy back and says, "Listen, this I'm not I wouldn't long this. It looks very weak. There's no indications that it's going to bounce. High time frame, low time frame. Um, I understand you're long, but I'm not really seeing it. In my opinion, it's going to go lower." And he said the guy that emailed him right back and was like, "Well, look at this indicator and that indicator." And he responded again and said, "Listen, I get what you're saying. I just don't see it. I'm not saying it can't go up. I'm just saying that in my opinion, it's going to keep going down." And he gets another email, and it became very clear that this guy was very, very much underwater on this long. And when he asked him up front about it, he said his family had pooled their entire life savings and put 500 grand into that stock, and it was down 50%, and he hadn't told them yet.
Right.
And he was trying to figure out if he should hold it or not. And it's like, oh God, it's like, just get out, take what you can and reset.
Right.
Because if you're counting on this thing now going up 100% to get you back to break even when it's clearly in a strong downtrend, you are not in the right place.
Right.
But like the idea that it's like if you want to go fishing to catch a fish versus you're going fishing because you're starving and you need to catch a fish, it's a very different experience.
Right. Oh man. I wish I was looking at this earlier. I definitely would have shorted it when it was up here at 216, 218, 218.
So what indicators do you have on your chart?
I just have my EMAs, the 7, 13, 48, and then the yellow is the 200. Volume, MACD, and RSI. I changed the MACD settings though to 18, 24, 52 because I like it better. It's a little smoother. But that's pretty much it. Oh, am I red now? Yep, red now.
Way to go.
Oh, not liquidated yet.
Well, you need one of the, well, I was going to say you need one of those big candles, but it'd probably be green at this point.
Right.
So if you're looking at if you're trying to set up an AlphaX account, you can use the code on the bottom right with your phone, and it'll take you directly to the airdrop
Uh-oh.
setup.
Uh-oh. Not looking good. Yep. Oh, there it goes.
Now I'm gonna have a substantial lead.
Yeah. Well, I like to give you guys a head start, so
Yeah, you can make that back in one trade and then some.
exactly. Most people they lose $1,500. They're like, fuck, and they're like, days ruined. I'm like, oops, whoopsie. On to the next. But no, that's 3 red trades, so I don't think I'm going to be playing with. At least I'm not going to be playing with Sui anymore because it's not being very nice to me. What else did people say they wanted to look at? Uh, I was going to look at APT, and then I don't know. Someone convinced me to look at Sui.
Well, in my defense, I convinced you to look at Sui for a long.
True. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that it's not my own fault. It definitely is. I was trying to be cocky and prove some shit. Like, oh, I can do this. Like, this shit ain't hard. Watch this shit. No.
So for my challenge account, and I kind of went over this in the last stream, but I'm gonna go into more depth in the future. So with a $5,000 account, my max position size is uh is going to be $500 for now, and as I grow, that will grow as well. To me, I'm looking at $50 increments, which is 1%. If I can add 1 to 2% a day to that account, then it's going to compound and grow. And so I very much would like to not risk more than $50 on a trade, but the reality is that I'm risking more like $200 per trade, because it is a challenge account, and I am going to risk more of a percentage of that account than I would like my full portfolio. Even if I were to lose the 5,000, it wouldn't be, the end of the world. But in order to trade it the way that I would normally trade it, it would be less risky. So I'm taking slightly more risk, but I still just want to keep the risk to a minimum, because if you trade like Index does, and you can take 3 losses, and then your next win is going to be at a level that's going to make all those back, it's fine. But to me, if I lose $600, I'm probably not going to make that $600 back in one trade. It's going to take some time. So I'm a little bit more cautious in terms of the risk
Yeah.
management because of that.
Yeah. Low risk, low reward. Mine's high risk, but high reward. And it's not for everyone. It's really not.
Yeah, it's really not. I think the other thing that folks have to realize is that this is people have been trading and waiting for this kind of bull market for 2 years, and trading's been a real struggle. And then all of a sudden, you got to a point where you could just long anything, and you were going to be up 100%. And as Bitcoin kind of finds its footing, you have to wait for those moments where it's easy. Like you don't necessarily have to take the hard trade. A lot of times, it's a lot easier to take the easy trade, even if the reward isn't quite as high. But if you're getting started, 125x is not the way to go. It's just going to be too risky and too hard. If you're getting started, start with lower leverage, smaller percentages of your account, and build up. And then as you get better and more experience, you'll be able to do more and be more precise and execute better. And then
I can't lie. Like I've become pretty bearish because of the bear market. It's like I'm trying to get my head to switch back into like bull mode for the last fucking couple months at least.
yeah, it's tough because at some point you either get tired of losing money, but with your strategy, like you can still make money shorting. Most people can't, and fighting such a strong trend. And at the end of the day, like maybe we've seen the top. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we've seen the top for the next 6 months,
Right.
and you have to adjust. You have to be open minded to be able to be successful long term. Because the people that have made a bunch of money being long, if they keep being hard headed and stay long, they end up giving all of their winnings back
I
as
think
the
I know what
price
I'm.
drops.
I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I think I just realized what I've been doing wrong this entire time.
What's that?
I'm looking. I mean, if you look at my screen share, and you look at the chart, like, and you look at the volume, I was looking at that. I was looking at the volume, the AlphaX volume, the exchange volume on that, and not Binance volume. And that's why it's got so like I put in this order for this long. So I'm like, is this my order? This whole fucking tall ass volume? Like, was that my order that did that? Like, so I pulled it up on TradingView on Binance, and I'm like, yeah, there's not that much fucking volume on that candle.
Yeah, and so that's where I have the Bollinger Bands on AlphaX, but I don't have VWAP. I don't have relative volume. I'm not doing market profile or volume profile on AlphaX. I think those types of indicators really require being on Binance or Bybit and having those kinds of volumes. You My experience with AlphaX has been that there's the liquidity is great. They have the guaranteed stop loss. The cost of the guaranteed stop loss is really cheap. Um, I have zero problems getting filled on any of the coins that I've traded. But if you want to go and do a high time frame volume analysis, you really have to go and do a aggregate volume and include all of the exchanges. It's just part of not having centralized futures and trading crypto. It's just one of those things that you just have to adapt, and then you get edge. Um, and you just learn. But yeah, so that is your candle. We should name it the index candle.
Fuck. Fuck.
That is too funny.
That is hilarious. I'm sitting there like watching volume and the candles moving. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, nope. Should not have done that. I knew I should have had Trading View up, but oh well.
Well, I have trading view up, but I've like shifted like a couple years ago. My trading view was always showing 15-minute charts, and then
Yeah.
I would zoom into like the 1 minute or 5 minute on the exchange. And now it's like my trading view is almost always at like an hour or higher. And even the exchanges, I'm at like 15 minutes. It's just shifted.
Right. Oh man. Yep. So we got 3 losses so far in one trade, and finally realized that I was not looking at the right chart. Awesome.
Every there's always a learning curve. I think the lesson here is that if you're gonna trade on a new exchange, to just be a little bit more conservative while you get it set up.
You know that ain't me.
I I think I had about 1 million in volume on AlphaX before I started the challenge. So I feel pretty comfortable with the exchange. And to be honest, it didn't take a whole lot. I mean, a lot of the exchanges have a lot of the same features, but like I remember FTX was getting like just super complex for a while, and Kucoin to me was very not intuitive. AlphaX just seems to be very clear cut, It's simple. It has all of the features that I want in terms of trade execution, but it's not overly complex. Obviously, you have to work out the little nuances like the volume, but
Am I still
I
in this
think it's
trade?
I think it's easy to do that stuff.
Well, I haven't been liquidated yet, so
So wait,
it's not looking great.
Are you back in a SUI short?
No, no, I'm on ATP and I'm long.
Oh, APT. Okay. And
Yeah,
are you short or long?
I'm long.
I really should have just longed SUI when you got stopped out.
Yeah, yes, I should have too. Oh shit!
That's funny.
What
That
the?
is too funny.
Yep, today's just not my day. It's like I've been. How long have I been in this trade? Like I'm gonna fall asleep.
That's bad when you say that when you're in a 125x altcoin trade.
Yeah, that has had some decent movement, but not right now. I want to see some candles with wicks like these. I mean, shit. Pump that fucker up. There's like a delay down here on my open order. Maybe. Could be wrong.
I get like the dings from your alerts.
Give me a second. I gotta go deal with these damn
Okay.
dogs.
All right. How has nobody commented on Andax's green and red art in the background? Like to me, that's like the coolest trader art
On my
you can
lights.
get. Yeah.
They're what the hell are they called? They're Govee is the brand. I have all kinds of lights from them. Like my whole house is done up in them, and they're like I have LEDs like under all the soffits around my house, and but they can do all kinds of cool shit. Majority of the year they're just white, like some kind of like ambient lighting on the house, and then but I can change them for the holidays and stuff. But yeah, this is
That's cool.
a different one though.
I've seen that where you can they're
Fuck.
doing they're doing permanent exterior decorative lights. So you can have them be green for St. Patrick's Day or red and green for Christmas or red for Valentine's Day or red, white, and blue for July 4th.
Well,
And
these are cool because you can
they just
actually
stay up
segment
permanently.
them. Yeah, like these are cool because you can actually like have segments of the light strip, like different colors. Where most LED strips is like it's the whole strip has to be a certain color, kind of like how these are. Like I can do all kinds of crazy stuff with them too. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do like an unscheduled live stream when I'm actually like gonna sit down and like when I see a good opportunity, I'm just gonna fucking live stream and be like, all right, building this fucking account back.
So the moral of that is if you're watching and you want to get alerts, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you get an alert when the YouTube account goes live because we'll announce the stream schedule in the Discord and Twitter, and we'll obviously post it on YouTube so that folks know when we're going to be going live. But if you want to be able to catch impromptu lives, and make sure you subscribe and turn off the notifications. From my point, I think that if you're in the Discord, you know that I will tag everyone when I see news, like when the Kucoin news came out, and this morning when the Coinbase news came out. I shared that in the Discord. If there's a update to the market that I think is very important, I will go live and record analysis in the moment so that folks can understand where I'm coming from. But usually the first line of that announcement is in the Discord.
I want to see something. Oh, fuck off. I promise I'll do better trying to not curse as much, but it's probably a lost cause.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be, at some point, you still have to be you.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've definitely started cussing a lot less since I have a toddler living in my house.
Yeah. Now I have teenagers and they cuss more than I do.
Yeah, that's, I'm not looking forward to that.
I actually broke my pinky on my son's head yesterday. It hurts.
What does that even mean?
I was driving and like he was messing with me. Like he kept like trying to touch my face with his hands, and he's a teenager. I don't want his dirty dick beaters on my face. So like I went to jab him like in his side, and he like just like balls up like real quick, and I hit the top of his head and
That's
broke my
funny.
pinky. So it's like all swollen and bruised. Oh well. But yeah.
Oh well. I think Bitcoin's curling up. I'm actually gonna add in a small uh Sol long,
Yeah.
and the way I do that is I'm doing, so if a full position is 500, I'm doing 150 on 25x, and
What the hell
entry
happened
my
with
entry is
BCH?
183.22, and my stop loss is going to be I'll have to look at it, but 30%. And so the way I do it is I set it to 30%, and then I look at the chart and I adjust it on the chart. But $150, 30%, that's a $50 loss if it gets tagged. My first major TP is going to be at 180, front running 186, which is going to be about VWAP or front running VWAP.
Look,
Let's see.
APT's starting to go up. That would have been a good long.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. What the hell
let's
happened
see.
with Bitcoin Cash today?
Did
A
it
little,
did it moon?
yeah, earlier today, like 9 o'clock this morning. Had a good little run. See, now I'm looking. I'm not looking on the desktop anymore. Now I'm looking at AlphaX on my phone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna front run
You know what? I
VWAP
realized
at
too.
186.
Every time we've done any type of live streaming and I trade on PC, I always fucking lose.
You know, the
Only done it a
problem
few
that
times.
the problem and the reason I said from the get-go that I was going to share my trades but not do all of my trades on live stream is because I always felt like I forced the trades. Like
Yeah.
I might be forcing this soul trade, but it's relatively small and I'm okay with it.
All right.
Uh, but yeah, last time we did live stream trading competition, I felt like I had to enter something during the stream, and they weren't necessarily the best entries, but I also want people to be able to follow along. So if you're following me, you definitely want to watch that 69 to 69.3 level. VWAPs on Bitcoin's coming down. It's at
Which? Okay.
69.8. So if that creeps down, then breaking that would be significant too. But I think you're going to see more chop, and then now that market's closed, you're going to see Bitcoin choose a direction. I think it's going to be up, but I'm not willing to bet the farm on it. Small bet, add on confirmation, and if it loses, you probably just short just about anything for a short move. If you really want to, I plan to wait for the bounce.
Yeah, I definitely should have switched it to cross margin because all of these, like that Sui would have worked out well. You know, it would have been a fast scalp. And then my APT long would have worked out.
So my test on 125x was cross margin 200% stop loss, and I was doing like $10 trades. So on cross margin, 200% stop loss is a $20 loss, but most of those TP levels were like 500% for TP1. And so I tested it that way, and it seemed to work pretty well. It's just when you put in more margin, it's a bit stressful for normal people.
Yeah, I'm not normal. Not at all. That's the way I like it.
So Sol is up. If you took that trade with me, which was actually went red first, so if you entered when it was delayed, it's now up 10% on 25x. So if you're in it, you can choose to move your stop loss up. I'm not moving it up. If we get above 185, then I'll move my stop loss up to break even and let it ride. But it's now up 12%. You could even take the 12% win and be done. On my account, even on a small position, so even on $150 25x, so it's relatively low leverage, relative like low position size, I'm still up nearly like 1/3% on the portfolio. So these things add up over time, and most of the time it's the other way. It's people like death by 1,000 cuts. People take these small tiny losses that they don't think matter, and it ends up mattering and being significant. So yeah, if you took Sol, it's 13% green. Don't fuck it up. I'm looking for that
I
VWAP test, and then above and beyond that, who knows?
I
All
almost
time high.
entered into Soul along with you. I almost did. And I probably should have. But, you know, I always catch myself when I hear somebody else like, you know, talking like, "Oh, I'm about to enter into this, blah blah blah," I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, like I should do that too." But it is before like finding confirmation myself, and it has fucked me so many times in the past where I'm just like, "Okay, they're getting in." You know, I trust them. I'm getting in too, and then I got fucked.
Who was it? There was somebody in the Discord like a year ago that was just counter trading all of my entries. You've got to be kidding me.
One of you is going to be right.
um, there's a there's this guy on Twitter, Tom Dante, who's he has a big following because he used to do a lot of educational stuff, and he has this story about being out at a bar, and he's with his buddy who's trading, and his buddy gets an alert, and he's on his phone, and he enters a trade, and Dante's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I have 12 different like people that I follow. I get trade entries from, and I did a multi-year review of all of their trades, and I developed a system which is basically says for this trader, I follow entries between this on these days between this time and this time, and I counter trade entries between on these dates between this time and this time." So his entire strategy was based on either following or counter trading based
Depending
on
on the time
time.
of day.
So he was out at a bar, he gets an entry alert, he immediately counter trades it. It's a system with a stop loss and a position size, and he doesn't question it. His point was, as long as I stick to my system, the odds of being successful are extremely high. And in the end, it turned out that he made like millions of dollars over the course of like
Nice.
3 or 4 years with this strategy. And it was just like, if so and so alerts a trade at close, I'm going to counter trade it every time. And he said, as long as I'm consistent. I think that Dante was bothered by the fact that the guy didn't even look at a chart. And he's like, I don't look at charts. I don't. It's not what I do. I'm not smart enough to pick direction. I'm not smart enough to know where things are going to go. I'm just a numbers guy and a spreadsheets guy, and I know statistically when these guys are going to be right and when they're going to be wrong.
Right.
And if I start
Jesus.
looking at the chart myself, I'm just going to fuck it up.
Right. Just in case anyone did take an APT long, I would have trimmed right here when it was testing the 200 EMA. If I'm not making money, at least I hope someone else is. Like Alex, he made money off of going against me.
that is Jackie posted something in the Discord privately that said she said we jumped 150 viewers when you said Dick Peters.
Uh-oh, glitching out. Can't hear you.
She said that we jumped 150 viewers when you used the term Dick Beaters.
Not just dick beaters, dirty dick beaters. What else are you going to call a teenage boy's hands?
Yeah.
All they do all day, hide in the room and jerk off. But why does it say now we only have 9 people watching? Maybe YouTube like blocked us because of all my cussing.
I don't know.
Oops.
Maybe that's a sign to wrap it up.
Like this jackass is on here cussing up a storm and losing a bunch of fucking money.
So if you counter traded Index like Alex did, he's up 69% on 50x Sui Long. All right.
But also keep in mind he lives next to a dumpster outside of Arby's.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
It's harsh. He says it, not me.
Michael longed FET on the Discord. Actually, that chart doesn't look half bad. It broke up and came back and did a little back test. I'm not taking that because I feel like there's not necessarily going to be a rotation into that segment right now, but
right,
that chart does look good.
It does. It does. Should I do it? Fucker. Nope. There we go.
I wonder where you're going to be.
Today.
Where are you going to be in the volume airdrop competition after those couple trades?
Oh yeah, let's look at that. BBB said, "I'm here. What did I miss? Nothing. Just conversations about dirty dick beaters and me losing a bunch of money."
Oh god!
Hey, I'm 999,000, making my way up. That's funny. I did that in an hour. What the hell are you people doing? Is anyone trading? Just me.
I'm trading, but not like that. Although I will tell you that this crypto value channel was not
it's a regular old Wednesday. Damn right.
That's too funny.
Oh man. Yeah, right, I think we need to start doing this in the mornings instead of at close. There's just so much better movements in the morning.
Yeah, this
I
is
think.
this gets this like the 3 p.m. start. There was some movement, but yeah, when's the
Yeah,
next?
because if we started doing 9 o'clock, I mean, everything like is making a move around that time. If it's making a move, that's around the time it's making its move.
Yeah, I
But
say we do. I say we do Friday.
let's do Friday market close and see how it
Okay.
goes, and then we'll kind of evaluate and maybe go to starting next week, go to doing mornings or doing
So
opens.
we're doing Fast Scout Friday.
Yes, yes, we are. Been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, that's funny. All right. All right. So we're gonna
If
wrap it up, I guess. We will. This will be posted on the YouTube. We will announce the winners after we sort through the UIDs and put it into the Magic randomizer. And the last stream, the folks that won got their $20 trial fund the next day. So we'll
yeah,
work on getting that done. If you took Soul, it's up 15%, and it's looking good. If it breaks, if it keeps going up, I think it's at least going to test VWAP, and that'll be TP1. And I will share any updates on that trade in the Discord.
I had one good trade. It just didn't go good for me, and that's that ATP long. Oh well, I'm going to the
Oh,
gym.
oh well. All right.
Shit
So thanks for
happens.
tuning in, and make sure you tune in next time for more rewards. And we will see you all on Friday. Have a
Yep.
good one.
Love you. Bye.